Hi, we are here at Dublin shooting for the review of our new bicycle. It is the Cube Nature 2020 and it is one of the finest edition Cube has produced. So I'm here giving you the actual review after 6 months of usage. So it's not an unboxing, it's actually a review which is by hands-on usage. So I'm gonna go to the bike and give you a quick tour about the bike. And so if you just walk through and see the kind of color combination they've used, so it's all black. It's very well made. It is completely a bike for the city riders. Absolutely, they have made sure that there is no other color which they have put on the bike. So we'll just give a closer look. I'll just ask the cameraman to come a little closer. And so if you see, it's nicely labeled Cube. It uses a Bosch Power 400 battery. There's an option to use a Power 500. It gives you a little bit of more, power life in terms of battery usage. But overall, it's a pretty good machine. And then I'll talk about the motor. So we'll come this side around and quickly talk about the motor. I'll ask the cameraman to just come here. So if you see, it's I'll give you a close-up shot. It's the Active Line Plus, Bosch Active Line Plus they have used here, which is a prominent Bosch motor. And what it does is, earlier they used to give the Active Line, but now they have giving Active Line Plus as the standard addition in every bike. So that's a change they have done from 2019 to 2020. So now you get the higher version of Bosch. And then there is a nice meter console for your speedo limit, as well as your battery status, your bars. It's pretty straightforward. And then they're using Shimano gear levers. So if you see, Shimano gear levers and chain set. So it's pretty nicely made. It comes in standard with a headlight, and then it also has a brake light at the rear, which we'll just show you. So that's the rear light. So in terms of accessories, so these obviously these pioneers doesn't come with the bag. I'll ask the camera to come a little closer. So this is something which I've installed on my own, and the rack is also what I purchased from outside. And then obviously this is my mobile holder, which is again purchased from outside. So this, and then obviously the lock. So these four items is something which I bought from outside. So it's a Kryptonite. I'll do a review of that later. It's pretty good. It's pretty heavy. You need that in Europe because there are a lot of the bike do get stolen these days. So yeah, but now since I've given you a tour of the bike, I want to talk about a little bit about the user experience. So I've been using this bike for about 6 months now, and I've driven it around 600 kilometers, less than 600 kilometers. So it's not very heavy in terms of usage. The good thing, so I'll talk about the pros first, and then I'll talk about the cons. So the pros is that everything is standard. Everything is from different companies. You have Shimano, you have Bosch. So everything has guarantee. And then even if you want to upgrade or revise your battery or your motor, you can do that because it's all Bosch motor products are easily available and they can be purchased online. So that's another good thing. But where I wasn't very happy, and I would want to give this bike a rating of probably 6 to 7, is simply because in terms of power, the power on this Active Line Plus is pretty mediocre. It's more of an assistance really, and it's not really something which you get an actual power when you're driving. So you don't feel that you are in speed of things. You more or less feel that it is more or less, yes, it's just assistance in terms of when you're actually scrolling through, you have to pedal, and then that's when you get a little bit of power and assistance. but it's pretty much okay. It's not very uh, powerful in terms of battery use. That's a big minus for me, because that's the idea of buying uh, the the bike. I mean, electric bike. Otherwise, we are good with doing a manual bike. And then in terms of, I'll come a little close and show you the battery. So even the power, power 400 is giving me something like 40 to 45 kilometers of kilometer run in one charge, which isn't very impressive, to be honest. It is more like you know 40 kilometers, and then when you see the bars going down, that's when you do feel that there isn't sufficient scope to upscale, because even if I buy a power 500, that will also not give me more than 10 kilometers of addition. So that's the overall thing. But yeah, in terms of build quality and in terms of looks, it's an excellent bike, and that's why it wins 10 out of 7 out of 10 for me. Thank you. थंबनेल शॉट
फोटो लूँ?
थंबनेल शॉट ले ले
फोटो ना?
थंबनेल शॉट हाँ